Pelecehan seksual mencapai 7 siswi. Para siswi itu diduga dilecehkan oleh oknum guru baik secara fisik maupun verbal. Informasi selengkapnya akan disampaikan langsung oleh wartawan Tribun News.
Ditetapkan sebagai tersangka.
Kasus dugaan pelecehan seksual yang melibatkan dokter kembali bertambah. Terbaru, kasus dokter cabul terungkap di Jakarta.
Meski sudah naik ke proses penyidikan, namun hingga saat ini polisi masih belum menetapkan tersangka atas kasus ini. Rabu kemarin korban Ki tiba di Mapolresta Malang Kota. Kasih Humas Polresta Malang Kota.
Dalam aksinya, mereka meminta pihak sekolah untuk mengusut tuntas dugaan kasus pelecehan seksual yang menyeret seorang guru berinisial IRW tersebut. Peserta demonstrasi, Markus mengungkapkan kekecewaannya terhadap aksi tak senonoh yang dilakukan oleh guru itu.
In my opinion, sexual harassment is a form of violence that is often considered trivial, even though it has a hard impact on the victim. This action can be in the form of word, touches, or even just a look that makes others feel uncomfortable and intimidated. I believe that everyone has the right to feel safe and respect without fear of being the target conditions behavior. Thanks.
In my opinion, sexual harassment is a big crime that must be stopped because it is very detrimental to the victim.
I think sexual harassment, in my opinion, is an act that makes other people uncomfortable, especially related to the body or things that are sexy. It can be in the form of talk, jokes, to unwanted touching. In my opinion, this can be considered trivial because it can hurt mentally and make people afraid or traumatized.
Sexual harassment is a negative behavior that can the form of words, touch, or other action with sexual noise. It can happen anywhere with the family, among friends, or in public place. Sexual harassment can make the victim feel uncomfortable, scared, or pressure because it is done without their consent.
Okay, in my opinion, sexual harassment is a type of harassment based on the sex or gender of a victim. It can involve offensive, sexist, or sexual behavior, verbal or physical actions, up to bribery, coercion, and assault.
Hello and welcome to today's special report. I'm Bima, reporting for the English Courses Final Project. Today we will talk about a serious issue, sexual harassment by influential figures like doctors and teachers. Why is it happening and why are many victims afraid to speak up? Let's find out.
Thank you for joining us today. We want to ask you some questions about sexual harassment. Okay, did you know this nowadays a lot of sexual harassment is done by important people in society like doctors and teachers?
Yes, I do, because sometimes I see in my feeds, Instagram or my at your Instagram story friends, they make news about sexual harassment done by the lecturer or doctor.
Okay, thank you so much for the answer. Next question. In your opinion, why are many victims of sexual harassment afraid or not brave enough to report it, especially if the person who did is someone important like doctors or teachers?
If we ask because someone have power, maybe the culprit use their power to press the victim to not report. Like, if you report what I do, I will do something to you. But it's not always about the people with power, but it's sometimes about the victim who afraid about their image. If anyone know that he or he being raped or sexual harassment, maybe the gossip will he being harassed, disgusting like that.
Okay, thank you so much. Question number 3. What things in our system and culture make it possible for powerful people to do sexual violence in Indonesia? And how can the media and people in society help to reveal and change this situation?
Okay, maybe I will answer the first question. One is because the punishment is not heavy enough. When they go to jail, they can see their hand that have done the thing they do, and they say, "Wow, I do this thing. When I get from this jail, I can do again." No, and we all know that sexual harassment is a bad thing to do, but they still do. Like those are just some brainless maniac who love to harass people. Those are crazy people. Maybe you can repeat the second question.
Okay, the second question. How can the media and people in society help to reveal and change the situation, in your opinion?
Maybe for the society, we can change the punishment, like from just going to jail, you can... Okay, I cannot say it. Maybe like that.
Okay, thank you so much. Question number 4. How can we teach people about danger of sexual harassment? How actually we can fight against wrong statement, wrong stereotypes that can cause harassment in this case?
First of all, we can use comprehensive sexuality education in school, like in middle school or elementary school. So these teachers can teach these students on what is a sexual education and and how can we prevent this student to be a victim in a sexual harassment process. And then we can use public awareness campaigns so that we can make awareness about this kinds of sexual harassment, and how to fight wrong thinking and stereotype. We can use movement or campaigns that challenge this wrongful thinking and make this rightful decision on to challenge this stereotype, to make this patriarchal society have to be gender equality society, so that both gender feel safe if they been a victim in the sexual harassment act. Okay.
Last question. What are your expectations regarding sexual harassment in the future?
Well, I expect that the sexual harassment issue will not happen again, because the victims will get the protection that they need, and then we need to stop protecting the wrong people. Yeah, I think.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah.